consider myself a bit of a car connoisseur. One of my first gaming memories was playing the original Gran Turismo alongside my dad. I drove a Lego car on the show last year, and I was practically a race car driver at the age of 2. I don't recommend that maneuver. So yes, I know cars and car games, and Project Cars 3 is certainly worth discussing.
Exactly what we needed. Great driving.
With no Forza or Gran Turismo in sight, Project Cars 3 has skidded on over to give us our yearly taste of rubber and smoke. Ditching its usual grand tours in favor of class-based events, you'll work your way through a variety of race types, earning XP and credits as well as further unlocking different events. There's also a list of extra achievements to grab during each race, and an XP system rewarding you for clean takeovers, drifts, and the like. It's certainly a step down from the larger, more sim-like racing of the previous game, this time skewing to more short arcade racing for the casual fan, which doesn't always work in the game's favor. For the majority of the game, you'll be stuck with the single free car you get early on. Of course, you'll need to pick up a rally car or a classic car along the way, but most of the time you'll be upgrading and customizing a single motor to best suit each event. Which is fine, if a little draining having to constantly stare at the same boot, but it also strips away any sense of progression. In games like Forza or Gran Turismo, you'll get a new car as a reward, but that thrill of progression is just not here.
Great driving. You nailed it. That was absolutely dominant from start to finish.
Races give you the bare minimum of cash, so you won't be buying any new cars for a while. This means you'll just eat away at that budget in order to tune your current ride, further pushing a new worthwhile purchase out of sight. If this was a simulation game with longer events, honing our skills in a single car, I get it, but here they're angling for an arcade racer, and you come to this expecting to drive a variety of fast cars. But instead, I'm stuck behind the wheel of my Honda Civic for 22 hours, and if I wanted to do that, I just go on a family holiday to Alice Springs. But if you do want an easy way to try a variety of cars, you can always jump into the multiplayer and Rivals events. Rivals offers up a set of time challenges, popping you in fast cars, varied events, and long leaderboards. These events award you with rival points dependent on your spot on the leaderboard. These are added to your monthly rival rank. With the higher points you get, the better rewards you'll reap. There's also multiplayer, which includes scheduled events, basically proper races. These allow you to qualify for a spot in the starting pack and compete with players across the globe. And if you just want to join a quick play event, well, I guess nobody's home. But isn't everyone at the moment? But hey, whilst we're on the menu, let's talk about that ancient device. Do you need to upgrade your car for a specific event? Well, you'll need to exit the event, go all the way back to the main menu to get to your garage, make your changes, then head all the way back again to start the event. Oh, once you've hit that podium finish, you'll just want to roll on to the next event in the cup, right? Nah, we'll make you go back to the selection screen and make you choose the next event. Oh, and there is way too much loading for a game of this caliber. Poor menu design is something we should just be past in video games, but Project Cars 3 is such a backpedal in quality, and the visuals only hammer that home. They're not particularly horrible. Cars glisten in the sunlight, rain droplets form as you blast through soaked tracks. But overall, there is something very last generation about it. All the models and tracks just seem a little low quality. This was a thought I had in passing, but when the entire world turned into a glitch fest like this, I realized something was up. Now, one of the best elements of Project Cars 2 was its sound design, and sadly, they've messed with that here too. Gone is the subtle purring of a vehicle, the specific sounds of each track, and the generally immersive feeling of racing. It's now just wall to wall, vroom vroom. Look, when everything is functioning and you're amongst the pack, it's by no means a bad racer. You race and it's fun in the moment. But you never feel like you're correctly progressing throughout the career mode, and there's barely any depth to satisfy racing sim fans. So it comes across as an average, cheap feeling, yet fully priced racing experience. So I'm giving Project Cars 3 2 out of 5 rubber chickens.